joining us today on Something to Think About with Pastor Mike, where the topics can range from current events, historical perspectives, practical Bible application, to whatever's on his mind today. People have stereotypes of what it means to be a Christian, and one thing's for sure, Pastor Mike loves breaking those stereotypes. Pastor Mike Hasseltine is the senior pastor of Maranatha Church with campuses in Forest Lake and Chisago, Minnesota. With over 40 years of practical pastoral ministry, Pastor Mike challenges us to be real people, loving a real God, right in the midst of all our real lives. Now, here's Pastor Mike. Well, good morning. How are you? Good morning, Jay. I am talking to you.
Awesome. We're going to be talking a lot.
I know. We're going to be talking a lot.
I'm excited.
And for those who don't know, I am not Pastor Mike. I'm Pastor Robin, his assistant. Great to have you with us today, joining on the show. And I am joined by one of our fabulous producers.
Also not Pastor Mike.
Also not Pastor Mike, Jay. Although you are fellow, there are many things you guys have in common.
Indeed.
I was commenting on the really gnarly-looking Corvette in the parking lot today.
It's kind of Mad Max-ish.
It's got an attitude about it.
It ain't pretty, but it does have an attitude.
It does. It looks like something you could really just go after with stuff and not worry about getting dinged up.
Amen.
Yeah.
Don't tell my bride.
Yeah, you're not going to, it's just no. I understand how that goes. Well, we do want to welcome you to the show. This is Something to Think About with Pastor Mike. And so usually it's one of those things where we talk about what's ever on his mind today. And today you get to hear what's on our mind today. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I do want to give a shout out, pardon me, to the other shows that are on WAJC, sponsored by Maranatha Church. The first one is Monday and Tuesday from noon to 1 is Chew on This with Pastor Orlean and team, and really intriguing. We are finishing up the Letters from Prison series by the Apostle Paul, and we're in Philippians now, and it's just a fascinating, very personal book, and it's very kissy-kissy. It's like Paul's most close, intimate letter. It's just, it's provoking, just to love God and love people even better. So that show is on Monday and Tuesday from noon to 1. I want to invite you to that. And also on Thursdays from noon to 1, we have In Pursuit with Pastor Bill and his wife Denise and their team. And man, they talk about all kinds of stuff. And one of my favorite things, well, a couple of things. I mean, they're always in pursuit of something. God, hunting, just great recipes, and even fabulous words. Denise always brings a word of the day, so it's always very fun.
Cool.
I do want to share, though, for those who are local to Maranatha in this area, pardon me, is our this coming Sunday is our Blessing of the Bikes.
Wow.
I know.
It comes so fast. I love that event.
It is such an event, and it's so cool to see how it brings people really, not just from this region, really, but all over the country. People, we've just heard story after story. Pastor Michelle and Perry Ingram lead that event, and, they've seen our Blessing of the Bikes T-shirts on motorcycles as they're driving on the highway or whatever in the byways of America. So it's really very fun to see the reach that's happened.
Indeed.
So,
and we've had my bride Callie and I have been honored to be on the prayer team for several years, and it's a big blessing for us. But just in being able to talk to people that have come from far away, like, oh, hey, yeah, we just came in from Kansas. I'm like, Kansas, really?
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thanks for showing up. And they go, this is one of our favorite events. And
isn't that fun?
Yeah, it's neat stuff.
Yeah. So you've been doing that for a number of years.
Yeah.
What is it about serving at that event that moves you guys?
I think it's hard to say. To me, the more I become obedient, the more I realize when I am that I get blessed beyond, what I would have intended, and especially when it's something that's outside of my comfort zone.
Oh, sure.
That this may be that performing a drama may be, or just doing things in front of people.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, Lord, if this is what you want us to do. And it's just been great to see people come in of the so many different walks of life.
Yeah.
This is not, obviously it's a Christian event on our end, but to get people, I know Pastor Mike mentions, people say, oh, it's kind of gimmicky. Well, we're exposing people that may not be exposed to this culture in their own culture, the biker culture, coming in going, hey, this is kind of neat. You guys are all right.
Yeah.
And boy, it's neat to talk to people after the fact, maybe a year or two later, go, yeah, I came to the blessing of the bikes, and now I come here, bring my life to the Lord, things like that. So, yeah, it changes lives. And for us, having people come through and say, oh, yeah, and you prayed for us last year. We're glad we got you guys again. Or, hey, I just found out my mother has cancer. Can you pray for her?
Yeah.
And having the opportunity to pray for people.
Right.
Not just, the bikes.
Yeah.
That,
Yeah.
Not a lot you can do for inanimate objects, bikes and things. But I think we've all seen people lay hands on airplanes before they get on board.
Right. I'm sure that's what the cop is doing when he puts his hand on your vehicle when he walks up. I'm putting my fingerprints on here to verify I was here. No, I'm just kidding.
It is. It's just neat connecting with people.
Yeah.
And it's something that we wouldn't thought that we would be.
Right.
Enjoy. It was uncomfortable, but after the first year, when you just give it up to the Lord and go, okay, here we go.
Right.
I don't know how this is going to work.
Yes.
And boom, no fear, no butterflies, no nothing, just connecting with people. It's great.
That is so cool. And, for somebody out there who may be listening and going, okay, you're going to be driving through a church and you want to pray for me, that just feels a little wackadoodle. So if that's you and you're on the bike, you don't have people going, woo, or anything like that. It's just, how does it go?
And people come in and, we pray for the motorcycle, so to speak. We bless this bike, in the name of Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Yeah.
And then we pray for the rider.
Yeah.
And we don't ask them, do you have a prayer request? We don't have anything. We just pray for the rider that they keep them safe from inattentive drivers and critters and any passengers they carry, keep them safe.
Right.
And that's it. The only thing else is if somebody, which doesn't happen a lot, but it's not entirely uncommon, says, hey, would you mind praying for me in this or praying for my mother in that? Absolutely. Then we will do that. But, nobody gets asked, do you have any prayer requests? It's just we lay hands on the bike, we lay hands on them, we send them on their way.
Nice.
So it's a neat thing.
It is
people
a
get
neat
pictures or taking pictures of everybody. So if you want to see pictures, I'm not exactly sure where they find those. I think Pastor Michelle's got them up online somewhere.
Yes, they do post them on Facebook afterwards. Yes.
Oh, perfect. There you go.
Through the different lines and things like that. Each line is a different color. I was in the kitchen yesterday and got to smell and witness Brandon cooking some extra stuff for the breakfast burrito situation that's going to happen in the morning of Blessing of the Bikes. And man, I tell you what, that's a whole nother aspect. There's a expo out there. There's a food tent out there. There's all kinds of groups that come. Really, it is an amazing day. So there's a lot to see and there's a lot to do, and of course people are invited to come to service. We get to hear from Pastor Bill this year, and it's going to be great.
Always is. And for those, I know when I first started coming, I've been a Christian a long time, but mostly in more of a conservative Baptist type thing. So the whole thing of getting putting not as much emphasis on religion, more on relationship.
Yes.
And learning things that previously I thought were maybe wrong. Like in this case, I might go, and I know there's people out there maybe listening that go, well, you're having vendors and you're selling things at this. Aren't you, turning the church into a money? Jesus drove people out for that. That's a sin. It's like, no, it's not. It's not like that. We're not. He was driving people out that were forcing people or making a profit on things they had to do right, in order to worship.
Right.
At that time.
And even worse than that, actually. Even worse than that, because people would be coming in from all over the country and bringing their tithes and offerings, so to speak, but they, of course, couldn't be bringing their livestock and all of that kind of a thing, given the distance they were going through. So they were bringing funds, and then they would get to the temple and need to go to the money changers to exchange it to be able to give their offering. But because they were hiking up the prices so much, it would basically put a family in the position of, we only have so much money now. That means instead of all 6 of us getting blessed and our sins forgiven, I got to choose 4 of us, and that means 2 of us have to go for a whole year scared of the possibility that we're still holding our sins, and if anything happens to us, we will die in our sin. I mean, it was a complete misrepresentation of the character of the Lord. It's just so nasty, and that's not what this is.
No, and obviously, in those situations, you can understand why our Lord and Savior fashioned
a whip,
and drove the money changers out.
Exactly.
And these are not money changers. We're just entertaining, giving folks something to do. We're blessing the vendors that may come in and want to provide a product. It's not, nothing goes to the church that I'm aware of as far as profits for that. And so, this is not a money changing thing. Just come and enjoy the vendors, support your local businesses, and have a great time.
Exactly.
And, the people watching, the bike watching. If you want to see motorcycles,
watching,
I mean, we're getting 1,000+ motorcycles here. It's just crazy. You can see them all.
It is really cool. There is, so if you're interested in that, also, hey, if you're in the area and you are interested in maybe assisting, I know that having some fresh legs and fresh arms at the end of the show to clean things up is always very beneficial. So you can always connect with the church, and we can get you to the team that cares for that, and it's going to be a great day. Yeah, the other thing that I wanted to share, too, I haven't even gotten to our annual days yet, but, I'm so excited about this. Every summer, we have the kids department puts on Kids Extreme, and it is wet and wild and fun and all kinds of stuff outside, and Pastor Jamie and the team, they just put on such a great situation for the kids, and they get to play and have fun and learn about the Lord and engage in relationship and all kinds of stuff, and that's actually starting this coming Wednesday. So if you'd like more information about that and maybe getting your kids involved, talk with Pastor Jamie, call the church. She'll get you all squared away. Very cool stuff. Good times. Okay, so
you got some days.
I got some days.
I love these days.
Okay, so today, June 5th, is June 5th, Hot Air Balloon Day.
All right.
Have you ever ridden in a hot air balloon?
I have not. Are
you interested?
I'm not disinterested.
Oh, okay.
We had Kelly and I, my bride and I, lived in Michigan, not far from Battle Creek, Michigan.
Okay.
When we were first married, and they have one of the largest balloon festivals in the country.
Wow.
So we'd go out there and you'd see hundreds of these massive balloons of every shape and color and size, and it was really neat to see.
So
they are
fun to see, yeah. That is really very cool. It's also National Gingerbread Day.
Nah.
Not a fan of gingerbread? No. Okay.
Gingerbread Man, he's kind of neat, but that's not...
it's Do You Know the Muffin Man, not the Gingerbread Man. Okay, get your story straight, Robin. Okay. National Veggie Burger Day. Are you a veggie burger person? No.
I love veggies.
Yeah.
But they're not a burger.
Okay. I have a son who enjoys those.
Yeah.
But National Veggie Burger Day.
I might be opposed to trying that. I don't know.
You're so funny. National Attitude Day.
I have one of those.
Do you have an attitude?
Yeah. You'll have to check my bride to see which one it is today.
It's really very funny. I don't know about you, but growing up, it really wasn't a good attitude that was highlighted. It was, that's a bad attitude.
It's a bad attitude. You don't change that attitude.
You got to change that attitude. Anyway, National Attitude Day. It is a day across our nation for people to check their own attitudes.
All right.
It's also Sausage Roll Day.
I'm not sure I know what that is.
Just a sausage roll. Oh, I don't. I think it's a roll that a piece of sausage is in. I don't know. Down south, we call them. I lost the term.
Is that the kolaches?
That's it. Yeah, kolaches. Wow,
So they're a sausage or in like an enclosed bun type of thing, not like a cinnamon roll made out of sausages.
Ew.
No.
That does not sound good. I don't know. It's also, this is very important, International Day for the Fight Against Illegal, Unreported, and Unregulated Fishing.
Well,
I would imagine in Minnesota that's a thing, because there's so much fishing that happens here.
Probably. I didn't know we needed a national day to fight against it, though.
Awareness, my friend.
Oh.
Awareness.
Let's all be aware.
Another awareness is today is also National Moonshine Day. Where do you go with that?
I don't know.
I can neither confirm nor deny.
I do have a story about that.
About moonshine?
Yeah. We
What?
had... So I was on a motorcycle trip with some friends here from church, and we were down south. We were in Arkansas, as some of the Norwegians call it. But so we're in Arkansas riding around, and we stopped at this restaurant. We're kind of talking about... they had... we stopped in for breakfast, and they have dry counties down there, which I'd never heard of. I thought that was just something from the old movies and whatnot. So you go to some of these restaurants, and they go, "Would you like to join the club?" And we're like, What kind of club? They go, "Well, you can join a private club, and then they could serve you alcohol because now it's private
club.
Because it's private club." I don't know how those rules work, but no, thank you, though. We're just here for breakfast. But we're kind of talking about moonshine. And the waitress comes over, and she goes, are you boys looking for some moonshine?
Always willing to help.
Well, I don't know. Well, because if you are, I can give you direction to my granddad's place, and he lives up there over the hills, and she says, I can give you the password to get in so you don't get shot.
Wow.
And I went, wow, that's really interesting, and I'm fascinated. I wouldn't mind, trying it, but what if I get the word wrong and I get shot?
There is that tension.
So they're still doing that, because this was, I don't know, this might have been 8 years ago.
Oh, wow.
But they're still hiding in the woods making moonshine somewhere.
Oh, yeah. I mean, people are industrious.
fascinating.
Yeah, I tell you, everybody's got a hobby. Some people, it's moonshine, I guess.
I guess. We don't see that as much up here.
No. So days to pay attention to maybe this coming week are tomorrow is the anniversary of D-Day. The anniversary of D-Day. So
A horrible and wonderful day.
Right. And I had to do I'm going to get to it here on I keep bumping the spit guard with my readers. So I'm sorry for the banging that I keep doing around here. I was fascinated with this because some folks might not know the significance of why it's called D-Day. And so if you're in that camp like I was, the D in D-Day does not stand for a specific word like decision or doomsday. It is simply an Army designation used as a placeholder for the date an operation begins. And this happened to be a significant event, and it just began being called D-Day. So, yeah, fascinating shorthand during World War I. Yep.
Two.
Well, the term originated.
I'm sorry.
Yes,
sorry.
The term originated back then. So, yeah, very interesting. It's also tomorrow is Caves and Karst Day. Have you ever heard of a karst?
I have not.
I tell you what, karst is a distinctive type of landscape formed when naturally acidic water dissolves soluble bedrock such as limestone, dolomite, or gypsum. So, and we've got some caves and karsts in Minnesota. I mean, there's Niagara Cave, there's Mystery Cave. Have you ever been to Mystery Cave?
I have not.
It's cool.
But I'm wondering now, have you been to the out to Interstate Park, Taylor's Falls?
Are
those potholes?
Those are glacial potholes.
Those are not karsts.
Those are not karsts. Yeah, no, those are potholes. Yeah, totally different. Yeah, isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
Yeah, we took. There's a state park in Minnesota, Mystery Cave State Park, and very cool. And going down into the earth, and it's so cool down there. I mean, you really do need a jacket in there, and there's some really neat things to see. But
Interesting. Well, I've heard of it, have not been there, and but now maybe we'll go with the grandkids.
Yeah, it's worth a trip. I mean, but depending upon the kind of year, I probably wouldn't go early on in the season just in case of rainstorms.
Yeah? Why do they fill the caves?
The caves can fill. Yeah,
Really?
I mean they sometimes shut them down, but they've got a really cool interpretive center that has a whole lot of great information about it. Minnesota State Parks are really good at that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever been to Itasca?
Yes.
Have you? I was
times.
blown away at how, like, it's almost a city.
Yeah.
It's big.
It's and the obviously the birthplace of the Mississippi.
Mississippi River.
And yeah, I had my bride will maybe cringe as I tell this story, but I love it. So we were camping up there at Itasca, went down to the headwaters of the Mississippi River there, and we had our two kids and our dog, and we're kind of wandering around. You can walk across the river. Hey, I walked all the way across the Mississippi River.
I know.
And there was I'm trying to remember if it was a log or some rocks or something that crossed the river there that people would walk across, but it was kind of mossy and slippery.
Yeah.
So you had to be careful, or most people weren't, and there was a gal starting to walk across, and we were ready to go. So I was like, okay, well, let's go. And Kelly said, well, just wait a minute. She said, I want to see this. So we turned around, we watched, and yeah, she got about halfway across and splash right into the river and slipped off whatever she was standing on. And I mean, she was fine, and she got up laughing and giggling, and we laughed and giggled and went back to our campsite.
Wow.
But I just thought it was a neat glimpse into my bride's psyche. She goes, just wait a minute, I want to see this.
Wait a minute, I want to see that.
Good stuff.
It is good stuff, and it was one of those bucket list things for me. My family is all from down south. So my dad was from Tylertown, Mississippi, right at state line, and my mom's from Bogalusa, Louisiana, and so all of them are right there. So going down to the ending, the opening, the mouth of the Mississippi River was something that we did. If you've never been to Lake Pontchartrain and stuff like that, it's just so cool.
Wow.
But being this far north, it was like just one of those life things that I actually wanted to be able to say from tip to end. I was able to go to the Mississippi River. And so being able to stand right there at the beginning of the Mississippi River,
like for you?
It was just, I wished my dad could have been there. It was just so very cool to be able to take pictures and send those back home and all of that stuff. So very fun. We've got some really cool things in the United States to visit. So
we really do. We really, really do. And I've talked to some folks from Europe that go, other people can't understand why so many Americans don't have passports. Yeah. And they said, if you haven't been here, you don't realize you don't need them.
Yeah.
Because your country is so huge.
Huge.
You can travel and see such a wide diversity of topography and cultures and never have to leave your own country.
And never have to leave. On that note, we're going to do a quick station break, and we'll see you in just a minute.
You're listening to Something to Think About with me, Pastor Mike, a production of WAJC, Your Life Radio on 88.1 and 91.7 FM. We'd love to hear from you. If you have questions or comments about today's show, email us at wajc@yourliferadio.com. If you're ever in the Forest Lake area, I'd love to personally invite you to join us for a Sunday morning service at 9:30 a.m. or Wednesday evenings at 6:30 p.m. There's something for everyone.
Something to Think About with Pastor Mike is a production of WAJC Your Life Radio, which is owned and operated by Maranatha Assembly of God in Forest Lake, Minnesota. You can find more information on the web at realchurch.org. Now, back to Something to Think About.
Wow.
And we are back. So great to have you.
Well, I wasn't paying attention. I was enjoying our conversation, and I all of a sudden when you're going, hey, we're going to take a station break, I was like, we are?
We are?
Oh my gosh!
Oh wait, I've got buttons to push.
Buttons to push. And if Pastor Mike's listening, he's laughing.
I'm sure.
He didn't push and slide the buttons.
I'm sure.
Sorry about that.
Well, and Pastor Mike on the break invited people to come to church on Sunday, and he mentioned 9:30. Hey, if you come at 9:30 this coming Sunday, you're going to be early because we have adjusted extended the service time for Blessing of the Bike Sunday to 10:30. So come at 9:30. Of course, there's all kinds of stuff to check out. Look at the bikes. Yeah, just check all things out. It's just a whole lot of great stuff to see and visit with folks and give us a chance to get to know you. And yeah, then we'll have church at 10:30. So,
I know.
Yeah. So we left it off with all kinds of great things to see.
Yeah.
Where have you been? I know you've been on a trip to Alaska.
Oh, my gosh.
We've heard that with Pastor Mike. You guys went on a trip. But what else have you seen? Have you been to the Grand Canyon?
I have not.
Okay.
We've not been to the Grand Canyon. Are you talking about just me personally or on motorcycle trips?
Yeah.
Oh, Black Hills, Montana.
Okay.
We love Montana. I lived in Michigan for a while. I've been out to Maine with the guys on a motorcycle trip, and
I remember that one.
Yeah.
Mudslides.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Not that I was there. I wasn't there, but I was doing some assistance with navigation.
Yeah.
While
we
you
did
guys were
see a picture of a house at the bottom of a mudslide, and I went, "Oh yeah, that happened last week." We're like, "Are we going to be okay?" Oh yeah, no, that's over. Okay. This is right by an Airbnb we were staying, but that's it. Minnesota, Itasca's great because we used to love camping. I grew up camping. We didn't have a lot of money, so it was our vacation. We didn't go on other things, so we kind of did the same thing with our kids. How about you?
That was before glamping was a thing.
Yeah.
Right? I'm amazed at, people. I mean, it's great to get outside and all that other kind of stuff, but I mean, I tell you, the technology that's available today to make it much more comfortable is astounding.
Follow the money. So I tell Kelly all the time, why do they do this? I said, follow the money. Because people are like, I would never go camping. Then you show them one of these little yurts with the...
Oh, my goodness.
And they look inside and they go, okay, well, now I might go. Well,
yeah, and that's...
if you can bring money in by making something fancy like that, more power to you.
It's fancy like that.
Yeah.
Well, have you ever been to the eastern United States? You mentioned Maine. Have you ever been to the southern?
We have. Kelly and I went on a kind of motorcycle trip down through Georgia and the Carolinas. So we ended up going out to Myrtle Beach and down to Charlotte.
Very cool. Yeah.
And riding out there, and that was really neat. And we've been to Florida a couple times.
Did you ever have a ham biscuit out there?
We didn't.
Oh, my gosh, Jay. You missed the boat, man. You're going to have.
I should have asked.
It's a ham biscuit with red-eye gravy. It's a particular kind of ham. Oh, my gosh.
And that's in just in the South in general, or
Yep. Yeah, you can get it at Cracker Barrels.
I doubt.
Yes.
It ain't going to be like what you're
explaining. It's not going to be no, but down there, you can drive through the Hardee's and get a ham biscuit that's really good.
Huh?
Yeah. My dad, in fact, when he was alive, he had those nice ladies at the Hardee's so trained. When they saw his truck come through in the morning, they would put his biscuit through the toaster twice because that's how he liked his biscuit.
That's good service right there.
Yeah, that's very good service. That's so fun. Have you been to Savannah or the Keys or anything like that?
Nope.
Nope. Okay, so have you been to Astoria, Washington?
Nope.
The opposite tip?
Nope.
Nope. Vancouver?
Nope. We've been down to Big Sur.
Okay.
Rode some of the Pacific Coast Highway there.
Isn't that cool?
It was really neat.
Yeah.
And then when I was in the service, I was down in Alabama, so we spent some time
Mobile?
down there. Down by Dothan.
Oh, yeah.
In Daleville.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
I've been to Dothan.
And I was just going to tell you something else we're talking about. Oh, we were... I think when we were out on the East Coast, she was just more interested in the seafood.
Oh, as she should be.
We were on a trip down there through Georgia and Carolina stuff with Brian and Darlene Collins.
Nice.
From church here, and we stopped at this hotel where we were going to go out and get something to eat, and there were some other bikers there, and they said, "You guys, you going to get something to eat?" Yep. And they go, "Hey, you probably aren't going to believe us, but there is a 5-star French restaurant in the back of a gas station on the other side of this little town."
Oh, love that.
Like, Right. right. And she was like, oh, okay, well, maybe, thank you. We're thinking maybe we want to try to find something local. But so we ended up driving out where he said, and I'm thinking in my head the whole time we're driving that they're back there going, ha ha, we sucked another couple of, they're going to go in there and ask about a restaurant. Nope, there was, in this gas station, the back of the gas station was a legit, it was amazing.
How cool.
Amazing food.
Wow.
And I thought, who'd have thunk it?
Yeah.
At part of the Chevron or whatever it was. And, but it was it's one of my favorite motorcycle and food stories.
That's awesome.
Yeah, go to the gas station.
Go to the gas station. Oh, that's really funny.
Anyway, so no, that's
But you guys have done the Blue Ridge Parkway.
Yeah.
Yep.
And a lot of that came from the interesting thing for me. I adore my wife, and there's no one I would typically rather spend time with. So when I'm on motorcycle trips with the guys, and we go someplace like the Blue Ridge Parkway, or like the Canadian Rockies, I'm in my head I'm thinking, I can't wait to get her back here.
Exactly.
And then later that year, the next year, I bring her there because it's like, you got to see this. I want to share this with you.
That's very cool.
Yeah, very cool. It's interesting. You're bringing up a lot of things that I'm not bringing up. You're like, hey, have you been here? Oh, yeah, I was there. You've asked me, have you been to these places? I don't know. Oh, yeah, no, I was there. No, I was there, too. Yep, I was there. So thanks for prodding me.
Absolutely. There's all kinds of cool places to see. And I appreciate sometimes when you take local recommendations and people are really excited about something, you might kind of get a dud. But, it seems like more times than not, you get a really surprising, wonderful thing going on.
I think sometimes when they take some pride in that, and like, hey, I don't want to go to where the touristy spots are. Where do you guys go for good food?
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Because you ain't going. You ain't going to the touristy part of town for that. Like, no, you got to go down here and there and knock on the door 3 times, and they'll let you in, kind of thing.
You know the password, or you're going to get shot.
You're going to get shot.
You got to be careful of that kind of enthusiasm, I tell you.
That's right.
So what else? What are some other good places that would be great to recommend for people to go check out?
Like in the United States?
Yeah. Have you been? You've been to Mount Rushmore?
I have.
I have not yet. So that's on my list. The Black Hills, and then going out to Mount Rushmore.
Mount Rushmore. Yeah, the Black Hills, just in general, is an amazingly beautiful place, and I was honestly more impressed with the Crazy Horse Memorial than I was with Rushmore. But there's the roads out and around Rushmore, the Needles Highway and the Iron Mountain and things with the pigtail bridges.
Wow.
Are really, because if you haven't been there, and you can take these pigtail bridges, these curlicue bridges, they're almost like a spiral staircase for cars if you don't know what they are.
No, because I'm glad you explained, because I'm like, that sounds fascinating, but a little dangerous.
To raise an elevation, they didn't have a lot of room to do an actual lineal elevation. So there's these corkscrew bridges. So you kind of start and you kind of corkscrew up.
Wow, that's fascinating.
To get to elevation. Well, then there's these tunnels, and some of these tunnels, when you look through the tunnel, they're framed perfectly on Mount Rushmore. So as you're driving through, you can see the 4 guys.
Somebody was thinking.
Yeah, and thinking, when they didn't have a lot of technology to go, oh yeah, here's the GPS coordinates. You just cut through the rock here. They figured it out. Guys were smart back then.
Well, I mean, people built the pyramids.
Allegedly.
Oh, that's right. And I digress into aliens. Oops. Okay.
That's funny.
That is funny. There's all kinds of stuff going on. I tell you what, people are very creative.
Where are the other neat places you've been, Pastor Robin?
In America or otherwise?
in America.
In America. Okay. So one of my favorite things to do was actually just a really rather ordinary thing to do. And that was go to the docks in Gulfport, Mississippi with my dad. Really early in the morning, because when the fishing boats came in, we would go down and get the fresh shrimp right off the boats.
Oh, boy.
Oh, my gosh. I tell you what.
You mentioned it's really ordinary, you thought,
Right.
for you at the time. But
At the
for
time,
me and a lot of our listeners, everybody listening, are like, oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
I'd pay to go down and do that.
Oh my gosh, it was so fun, and you know, my dad would take the boat out. We'd get on the Pearl River right there in Mississippi and just go out trout fishing for the day. And there was one day, it was like, I don't know, we were sitting right on the pocket because we got 70 in that time frame. We were only out for maybe 3 hours, but that was the most fun fishing. And I'm not a fisher person, I should say. You know, I would go out with my dad.
That sounds like more than the limit.
I don't know that it was.
I don't know. Maybe they don't have them down there.
And this was, 4,000 years ago, so it's,
Long time. Oh, boy.
one of the places that I thought was absolutely fascinating was Sequoia Park in California, where they have the giant redwoods.
Yes.
And my daughter, when she graduated from college, we took her out there as her college graduation gift. She wanted to go out there and see General Sherman, which is the biggest redwood tree there is. And just getting up there, I was having a conversation with Pastor Orlean here recently. They had kind of gone out and visited there. The drive up to Sequoia is windy and on the edge of a mountain, and your vehicle is either pointing straight up, so you can't really see over the top of your vehicle, the hood.
Yeah, that's a little unnerving.
Oh, so unnerving. And I was in a rented car, that an Avenger, Dodge.
Maybe.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I hit a raccoon with it one night.
Oh, boy.
Going on the Pacific Coast Highway. And you're having a good trip when you stop at a local hotel for the night and you got to take some of those towels out there and pick fur out of the grill of this rental car to make sure that when you turn it in, it's like in decent shape. And it was. I didn't break anything. Praise the Lord. I didn't break anything, but that raccoon, it was not its best day. But anyway, we were safe because we could have gone off into the deep, and nobody wants to do that. So choices had to be made. But
that is for the people who haven't been out there. And I was out there briefly again on a motorcycle trip. Take that what are they called, the Avenue Giants?
Yeah.
And it's and you see there, and you really, I think, feel insignificant.
Oh my gosh!
And the grandeur of our Lord that created these things, and you go, how insignificant am I? Compared to these?
And as some of these trees were older than when Jesus was here on the earth.
Crazy.
It's crazy
to
think about that stuff. Yeah, so amazing. Yeah, we do have a lot to see. There's so much in America left to do, and get out and do it.
Get out and do it.
Get out and do it. And that was one of the things I got to say. When I first moved to Minnesota 30 years ago, and I met Pastor Arlene, one of the frames that she said is that in Minnesota, there's only like 13 weekends to the summer. Mm-hmm. Which is a real thing. Because I'm like, why do Minnesotans kind of lose their minds when the weather gets nice and then everybody disappears and all that kind of thing? It's like, because we only have 13 weekends to the summer. Oh, well, that makes perfect sense now. And it's really very cool to watch those who live in a more distinctly seasonal area of the country, how you appreciate different things at different seasons. It reminds me of, if you've ever gone to Scandinavia, anywhere in Norway or Sweden or Denmark or any place like that, where their longitude, latitude, not one of those, I forget which, but are similar to where we are. In because you can go to other places where there is not much distinction between the seasons. And that's so fascinating. I mean, when you celebrate Christmas in Hawaii, and there's
just so weird to me.
I know it. All those folks saying Mele Kalikimaka, which is, Merry Christmas. And there's no snow on the ground. It's, 82, and the trade winds are blowing.
Pictures of the palm trees lit up like Christmas trees, all lit and decorated. I'm like, that's kind of neat. It would feel so weird to me. Yeah. I mean, a holiday according to the calendar instead of the weather. It's so interesting how that plays in, and people do different things at different seasons. And snow is, one of the things I've loved about Minnesota is that snow makes some decisions for you. It really does. Yeah, it's like, your time of mowing the lawn is done. It really doesn't matter. You're not mowing now. You're snow plowing. Oh, yeah, here's your shovel.
Here's your shovel.
Here's your snow shovel. And plans can get ruined by weather. I think sometimes a lot easier in the winter time. And you go, hey, I'm going to do this tomorrow, and God laughs and goes, guess what?
Exactly.
Here's about 18 inches of snow for you, so you're not going to do anything.
Right. And then you're met with a distinctly different portion of our population, those who drive four-wheel drives and feel invincible. So there's everybody else who's paying attention to the weather and being more cautious. And then there's that segment of the population that's like, oh no, my four-wheel drive can take me anywhere and I can do anything. And yeah.
And as someone who I've owned, not as my main car, but I've owned four-wheel drive trucks for a good portion of my life. And, you could tell the new four-wheel drive drivers in the wintertime because they're going gangbusters with it. And you know what? You can go like crazy in a four-wheel drive, but you don't stop any better. It's the same.
You mean the principles of momentum?
Put the brakes on. And when I see those guys in the ditch later on, I go, well, you learned.
Yeah.
You found out.
That's right.
That's you got to be careful. You can go through the snow like mad. You just got to still be cautious and make sure you can stop.
Exactly.
When you need to.
Exactly. I know. I mean, some of us are more experiential learners than other, that.
Oh, yeah, that's me for sure.
Are you an experiential learner?
I think my guardian angel has got a hand to his or her forehead all the time going, oh, Lord,
this
how
again?
long, Lord, must I watch this one?
Oh, goodness. Yeah, so do you guys have plans for the summer? No, not really. It's I think once we bought some acreage and moved out somewhere, and Callie got chickens. Yes.
And dog. That's kind of our plans. She loves that. That is her escape. She doesn't want to take vacations away anymore. That's her vacation.
Yeah.
So we usually try to get out on a motorcycle trip. The two of us do some motorcycle camping, probably for about a week. We'll get the kids up to watch the dog and the chickens. Nice. And other than that, it's enjoy as many of these weekends as we can.
Exactly.
And that's also why Minnesotans, for people that are from outside here, get so frustrated when it rains all week, and you're like, really?
Exactly.
Can it rain during the week when
Yes.
I'm at work, and just be nice when I can spend some time with my family?
Exactly. Yeah. How is your new puppy doing?
Oh, great. Although my daughter was going in to be induced to have a baby, which she had. They're very healthy, and we still don't know. They're kind of waiting to tell everybody the gender, so we don't know that yet. But we have their kids. So we have 3 of our grandkids, my daughter and son-in-law's kids, over, and we're having a ball with them. But this puppy, now she's going on 4 months old, and she's a guardian dog, livestock guardian dog.
Okay.
We're starting to see more of that come out in her as she's out with the chickens and whatnot. But kids were sleeping downstairs.
Okay.
One in an office upstairs. But as anytime there was a noise, they'd roll over. She would go nuts.
Really? Okay.
And I'm just about launching me out of bed. I'm like,
course.
oh my gosh, because it's a very aggressive, bark.
Sure.
She's alerted, and you can't scold her.
Of course, she's
for that.
doing
She's
her job.
doing her job.
That's
but
right.
It's like, it's okay. They're supposed to be here.
Right.
So it was a long night because that happened, 3, 4, 5 times. And last night, now she's like, oh, yeah, no, they're fine. They could be here.
Yeah, calibrating.
But so it's interesting to see that type of stuff come out in her. But
Yeah, the herding stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, has she started trying to herd you?
She, she heard me.
Oh, yeah. That feels loaded.
No, I don't know. I haven't seen any herding, but it's interesting. She'll just kind of, she'll be walking around and all of a sudden sit, and her head goes way up high, and she kind of sniffs, and she just watches like she's surveying the herd and watching over these chickens, making sure that.
Isn't that interesting?
It is. It's pretty neat.
It's so fascinating. Instinct in animals is just fascinating to watch.
Pretty neat.
Yeah, that's what. We were also alerted in the nighttime last night, but it was our septic system alarm saying that it was reaching capacity. So that was not near as exciting, but that could be very quickly adjusted, and right back to bed I went. So.
Yeah, could be. We had that happen 2 years ago, and I was like, it can't be because we just had it pumped the year before, and it was the it could also just be the pump itself.
Sure.
So that's what I found out is I had the pump had gone out, so I just had to replace the pump, which is it's a fun job to do by yourself.
Oh my goodness, none of that sounds good. No, and we were curious the other day because we're learning this new system. It's new to us, and adjusting to the capacity of this new system and when it's going to alert and how much water you use and that whole type thing, and feeling like, wow, we should be coming up on an alert pretty soon. So we took the cap off to see what was going on, and it was nice to be able to shine a flashlight in there and see what's going on. And so we knew we were getting close. We knew it was going to be coming, but we could tell that with what was going on. But why it happens at midnight. I mean, the last time it happened at, I want to say 3 o'clock in the morning. So I don't quite know what's going on with the system that it would do that. And
this happened to you twice since you've been out there?
Twice since we've been out there, yeah. And so the first time when at the very beginning of the system, we recognized that there was a toilet running. And so my husband got that all adjusted. So that's not the circumstance now, but I don't know why it does that at midnight. And just, there are some mysteries maybe we won't solve.
No, part of the master plan. It's checking that attitude.
That's
Robin.
Right. It is National Attitude Day. That's exactly right. And back to that we go. That's exactly right.
We did. I asked you about that, and look at it. We're almost out of time, and we haven't done a whole lot of Jesus talking, which is my other favorite subjects. But we had. I was like, "Isn't National Donut Day coming up soon?"
Yes, you did.
Like,
you wanted to know when
Donut
Day was coming, and that is tomorrow, folks.
So, no, not. Okay, so not blessing the day before blessing of the bikes, but
exactly.
Well, I'm gonna have to get on. There's probably some free donuts available somewhere. I love donuts.
Do you love donuts?
I do love donuts.
What is it about a donut?
I don't know. I don't know, but donuts they're kind of my jam.
Wow, who knew?
Yeah. People go, would you like some pie? Nope. Give
the man a donut and he's happy.
Some donuts. Cake, maybe.
It's so funny to me how people, there are some generalists who like cake and pie, but there are others who very specifically, they're cake people or they're pie people.
Yeah.
It's really interesting.
There's very few pies I like.
Really? Do you like rhubarb?
Yes.
Wow. Interesting.
Yes. In fact, my daughter makes rhubarb cream that is to die for.
Wow.
That's my favorite pie and plant. And then other than that, I do like a banana cream.
Okay.
No meringue.
You're not a meringue person?
No, the meringue kind of creeps me out.
Why is that?
It's a weird texture. It really is.
Oh my gosh. There's so much meringue. I think about, there's, of course, lemon meringue pie. There's some southern things. Yeah. There's lime, key lime pie.
I love key lime pie. And you take that meringue right off.
But there's banana pudding.
Yep.
You know, you got to have banana pudding and, put the meringue on top and toast it all up. And anyway.
Oh, well, okay.
I know. Yeah, to each his own, right?
Yeah, to each their own.
Yeah, no, they're actually, this coming week, it's so fascinating to me to see the different food kind of things that happen. So not only is tomorrow National Donut Day, but it's also National Fish and Chip Day. So for those of you who like fish and chips, which count me in on that.
Love it.
Love it. Now, on Sunday, interestingly enough, is National Food Safety Day. It's World Safety Day, World Food Safety Day. So be safe with your food, people. Watch the mayonnaise.
World Food Safety. We want to keep our food safe or us safe from our food?
I think probably both ends of that spectrum, because if your food is not safe, you'll get sick. And
you want salmonella or
nobody wants food poisoning. Have you ever had food poisoning?
Yes.
I have as well.
It's horrible.
It's horrible rather instantly.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's when we call out to Jesus, and we have some Jesus talk now. Jesus, we need your help.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have eaten all those. I'm not going to throw any particular ethnic group under the bus, but I love ethnic foods.
Yeah, same.
Really, all kinds.
All kinds.
All kinds. Mm-hmm. I'll try it at least once. Although sometimes Pastor Mike and Todd talk about blood clot soup out on a mission trip in Thailand.
Yeah, in Thailand,
and I was like, oh, yeah, I don't know.
Well, I mean, my guess is on a missions trip, you would be very appropriate to the missions trip. So.
You do. You eat it, but it's not something I would see in the menu and go, I'll give it a whirl.
There you go. Well, on that note, we want to thank you so much for joining us on Something to Think About, and we will see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Hey, thanks for tuning in today. Please join us right here each Friday morning at 8 a.m. If you have any questions or comments about today's show, email wajc@yourliferadio.com. You can hear more from Pastor Mike at Maranatha's website, realchurch.org, on the Messages and Media tab. The opinions expressed here are not necessarily those of the owner.